Hello out there to you. In this video, we're looking at this model of consumer behavior based on a budget constraint and 3 indifference curves. So an indifference curve is the ratio of marginal utility of one product in relation to the marginal utility of the other product. So it's this line of all of these different combinations that I'm equally happy with. Okay, utility is happiness or usefulness. So point B, which is almost 70 takeout meals and 3 museum visits, or just under 3 museum visits, is equal to having 28 or so, this point right here, 6 visits to the museum and 28 takeout meals. And that's also equal to 16 museum visits and 10 takeout meals. Okay, so anywhere along those points, equal level of happiness. Now, there's some rules. The further out you go, the more happiness you have. So I want to be on the indifference curve that is furthest out. So indifference curve 3, this is all of these combinations that are equal, and those are more beneficial to this consumer than anything on indifference curve number 2 and anything on indifference curve number 1. Okay. Problem is, I can only afford what's along the bundles along this orange budget line. So it's possible to just buy 16 museum visits or 80 takeout meals or some combination in between. So the optimal bundle is going to be where the furthest out indifference curve is tangent or equal to that budget line. So that is point A. So the answer to this one is 40 takeout meals and 8 museum visits. Now, how would I get to some point along indifference curve 3? Because those are preferable. So I would need a couple things to happen. One, the price of both could decrease. So if the price of both decreased, it would shift the whole budget line outwards. I could have the price of just museum visits decrease, because then we would have a new budget line that would go something out like here. Okay, that would be our new budget line. Then we could get out to E3. Or we could have let me draw that a little bit straighter. We could just have price of takeout meals. So the price of either one of these things or both decreasing would get us out to a further out indifference curve. And then additionally, assuming that, by the way, that those are normal goods, and then additionally, we could also have more income. So if more income by this consumer, they have more money to spend on both takeout meals and museum visits, they could get out to a further out indifference curve. Okay, and the opposite of everything I just said is also true. So how would we end up back here at an optimal bundle on the indifference curve 1? Well, that would be both products got more expensive, one or both products got more expensive, or the consumer had a decrease in income. So optimal bundle is going to be the point where your indifference curve is tangent to your budget line. So in this case, it's 40 and 8.